Good evening, student. We are going to see WDM techniques. WDM means wavelength division multiplexing. Today we can see the basics of WDM, architecture of WDM, components of WDM, technology of WDM, and important features of WDM. Now we are going to see basics of WDM. So basics of WDM, it is wavelength division multiplexing. WDM is used to increase capacity of single standard fiber. In WDM technique, a number of light sources are used within different wavelengths. So light sources it will be using for different wavelength means lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda n. Up to lambda n we can using for the different wavelength sources. And also multiplexer, using multiplexer all signals are transmitted by a single fiber. In WDM techniques we can using a transmitter and receiver. Transmitter and receiver in between we can using for the single fibers. So at the receiver side, demultiplexer separate different wavelength and gives it to different receivers. So using of this WDM, we can increasing the capacity of single standard fiber optics. Now we can seeing the WDM architecture. So this is the architecture. In this architecture we have two types. So one is the basic WDM architecture, another one is the bidirectional WDM architecture. So only one difference between in FDM and then WDM architecture. In WDM architecture we cannot using for in a multiplexer and demultiplexer, but in WDM architecture in between the transmitter and receiver we can using for the multiplexer and demultiplexer. So sending message. So I can show it in WDM architecture. In this architecture transmitter section we can using for in WDM multiplexer. So in input signal we have to connecting for T1, T2, T3. Lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda n is the wavelength. Through this in fiber we can sending this signal transmitter to receiver. In receiver section again we can using for the WDM demultiplexer. So WDM demultiplexer also we can using for wavelength lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda n. So this signal it will be receiving using of R1, R2, Rn receiver terminals. So using of this single fiber cable we can increasing the capacity of optical fiber communications. So this is the bidirectional WDM architecture. So only difference of in WDM architecture and bidirectional WDM architecture. In this WDM architecture only we are using for T1, T2, Tn only in multiplexer section. But in bidirectional, so we can using for both transmitter and receiver. That's why it's called as the bidirectional WDM architecture. So multiplexer and demultiplexer we can using for in transmitter section. So lambda is Tx is the transmitter. We can taken lambda values lambda 1 and then lambda 2. So receiver we can using for lambda 3 and lambda 4 is the wavelength. Using of the single fiber we can increasing transmitting the signal through the receiver section. In receiver section also we can using for the multiplexer as well as demultiplexer. So here we have to using for Rx or Rx, that Rx is the receiver. In same for we have to using for Tx. So Tx means is the transmitter. So we can sending and receiving of both the signals using of this bidirectional WDM architectures. All the signal we can transmitting using of this single fiber optics. So that is the difference of WTM architecture and bidirectional WTM architecture. So in WTM architecture only we can send the signal using of multiplexer, we can receiving the signal using of demultiplexer. In bidirectional WTM architecture, so in both the side we can using for lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, lambda 4. So lambda 1 and lambda 2 is the assumption of transmitting signal, lambda 3 and lambda 4 is the assumption of receiving signal. In same way in receiver section we can using for lambda 1, lambda 2 is the transmitting signal, receiving signal, lambda 3, lambda 4 is the transmitting signals. Now we can seeing of component of WTM. Here we will using for three types of components. One is the optical line terminals OLD, another one is the add and drop multiplexer, third one is the optical cross connect. So now we can seeing of operation of this optical line terminals OLT. So using of this optical line terminals to connect the multiple terminal to the optical fibers. So here we can using for multiple terminals, using of this optical line terminal we can connect the multiple terminal to the optical fiber. This is the optical fiber, this is the multiple terminals T1, T2, Tn. This is the n number of terminal we can connect the multiple terminals, we can connect the using of this single optical fibers. This is the usage of optical line terminals. Next types add and drop multiplexer. Already we know that is add and drop multiplexer. So in add and drop multiplexer we can adding of add or drop signals in between the networks. So using of this add and drop multiplexer we can increasing the capacity of optical signals. This add and drop multiplexer having 4 add and drop blocks. In that blocks we have to perform 2 operation. One is the writing operation, another one is the production ring operation. So in this writing operations, using of this writing ring operation we can send the signal one terminal to another terminal. In case of any failures it will be occurs through the links, we can using of the production link terminals. So this link production link terminals reconnect the router in between the one terminal to another terminal. That is the operation of add and drop multiplexer. We can add or drop wavelength in between the networks. Another one is the optical cross connect networks. So using of this optical cross connect networks to provide the electronic switching of components. So to provide the electronic switch components means it will be in add and drop multiplexer we can using of 4 ADM, that each and every ADM it will be connected to the another links. So this ADM optical cross connect it will be providing of the ring connection of all ADM circuits. Next we can seeing of technology of WTM. In this WTM we can using of thin film filter. This is the very essential technique in this thin film filters. Using of this thin film filters to combine multiple wavelength in a single fibers. To combine multiple wavelength, this is the multiple wavelength lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda n. So using this thin film filters we can connect the multiple wavelength in using of this single optical fiber. Next one is the this thin film filter is the very essential technical in WTM compared to the other techniques. So next one is the fused fiber coupler. This fused fiber coupler to couple the multiple wavelength by using of fused fibers. So this is the wavelength, multiple wavelength lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda n. So using of this fused fiber coupled technique we can coupling of multiple multiple wavelength by using of fused fibers. So next one is the arranged waveguide grating. This waveguide, so using of this technology, we can arranging of wavelength lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda n in the form of order. So first wavelength to n wavelength. Third one is the interleaver, so to combine the wavelength. So this here it will have for in separate lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda n. So using of this interleaver, we can combine the all the wavelength together. So this is the lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda n. So using of this arranged interleaver, we can combine the all the wavelength together, lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda n up to lambda n. So next one is the important features of WDM. So first feature is wavelength reuse. Next one is the wavelength conversion. Third one is the transparency. Fourth one is the circuit switching. Fifth one is the survivability. So wavelength reuse. So we can reusing of this wavelength lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda n. So next one is the wavelength conversion. So using of this wavelength conversions, it will provide the secure connection. So using of this secure connection to increasing the data rate. Third one is the transparency. So many people using for the Wi-Fi. So using of this WDM, we can getting the transparency of all the data. So third one is the circuit switching. So using of this circuit switching to provide the routing between transmitter and receiver. So routing is the important concept in WDM. So routing means the signal it will be transmitting in easiest way. So it's the shortest path we can transmitting the signal transmitter to receiver. So the circuit switching it will be providing the routing between transmitter and receiver. And then survivability to identifying the secure connections. So which is the best connection, because routing means for in single identifying the secure connections. So using of this routing, in routing means in single source to destination it will having for the multiple routing. So transmitter to receiver it will have for signal it will be transmitting in various routing. So using of the survivability, we can identify the which is the shortest path the signal it will be going to the receiver in minimum time. So that is the survivability. So using of the survivability, we can identify the secure connections, which is the shortest path. Thank you.